Jolene, Jolene.
And welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben and this is
K.
And today we are reviewing Netflix's original series with Dolly Parton in conjunction with Warner Brothers. There are 8 episodes. All of them are just about feature length. The last episode is 125 minutes long.
Woohoo.
And today we are reviewing the first feature episode called Jolene.
It's called Dolly Parton's Heartstrings.
Right. What's this episode about?
It's about matters of the heart. It's about security and insecurity in marriage. It's about growing older. It's about the other woman. It's about like how do you keep communicating your love language and your how do you be authentic in your own relationships? How do you love yourself? How do you love other people? It's actually quite broad, I thought.
Yeah, there's a lot in it. So obviously each of the episodes are a Dolly Parton song or story, and she narrates introduces each episode, and then she's in each episode. And so for Jolene, she's like this bartender,
she's awesome.
she comes up with this wisdom blues.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Her character, Babe, Bo's Babe Blues. Okay, so and this is her bar, and she does her inspiration or quotes that you would put in a postcard. That basically she says that kind of stuff. Her wisdom. If you're a fan of Dolly Parton, you're going to love this, probably even if you're not, because in our generations and the generation before, and probably the one afterwards, people are going to know who Dolly Parton is.
Yeah, she's a legend.
She is still a living legend.
Yes.
And you can't help but smile when you see her on screen. Well, anyway, I do.
We do.
Well, maybe because my mother and my sister love Dolly Parton, so I've heard a lot of her songs. I don't know all of them. I'm not a huge fan of Dolly Parton, but I do know that she is a legend. I do know her capabilities in singing, who she is as a person, and her big ample bosoms, which protrude in this episode.
Oh, they do. They, enter the room before her.
Yeah.
So, entourage.
If you're not a fan of Dolly Parton at all, you might struggle with this because it's very cheesy. It's very cringy.
In parts.
Not
all of it. I felt like the beginning, for me, I sat there thinking, oh, goodness, this is going to be a cheese fest. Uh-huh. This is going to be awful. Mm. And I was willing it, I was willing it to be good. But actually, from sort of 2/3 of the way in, or even maybe sooner, I was actually genuinely really enjoying it and just thinking, where's this going to go? What's going to happen? How's this going to play out? And there were some moments that were really heartfelt and really actually gripped me emotionally.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I actually thought it was really good.
I agree. When it started, I felt like it was like a Hallmark TV movie. And I was kind of going, oh no. Because for one, I want it to be really good because it's Dolly Parton, and I just think that her name, you have some sort of revere, that people revere, reverence. Yeah, it's Dolly Parton. Oh, please be good. And when it started out as a Hallmark TV movie, not that all Hallmark TV movies are bad, but that's just kind of the TV movie world. They don't have as high a quality as others. But it did pick up, and even I was invested in some of the characters. I was willing the family to sort their issues out, and the friendships to be sorted out. And by the time we got to the end, it was like, that was good. Yeah, it's well put together. You get to hear Dolly sing, so that's great. You get to hear some other people sing, which is also pretty awesome, and it has some real heart to it.
Yes, full of heart.
Which is why it's called
Dolly Parton's Heartstrings.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we haven't obviously watched all the episodes because they each feature length basically. But we thought we would review this one to let you know whether it's actually any good or whether they're going to be good. And I think they're going to be excellent. If the first one, the Jolene one, is anything to go by, I would say you're in for a ride. And each one is obviously a separate story.
I imagine that each one will be totally different.
Yeah, it is.
Because the songs are totally different.
Yeah. They all have a different story to tell. They may even be different times, but I was looking through the synopsises of all of the rest of them. And it looked very interesting and very different.
There was one that looked like it was a Western.
Yeah, which is great.
Yeah.
That suits her quite well, I feel.
I think so.
Yeah. So let us know if you've seen the first episode. Are you excited to see this? What are your favourite Dolly Parton songs, and are they featured in these 8?
Yeah.
I'd love to know. Yeah. I don't think we need to say anything more.
No.
Yeah. Thanks so much for watching this review. But most of all, until next time, remember,
Live long and Tuesday.